Okay, this is actually a bunch of stuff that I got yesterday, and it's all game, but I didn't really buy anything here. This is actually maybe I spent $13 if I remember correctly, because the person I was trading with wanted to buy something, and since we did no cash, he was out of cash, and so I said, all right, I'll just buy a few things, and I spent $13. But the rest of it is all trade, pretty much even trade. On some items, I'll come out a few items ahead. Some items will be harder, will take longer for me to sell than others. But when it's all said and done, we'll all be happy, because this person wants stuff to put on Amazon. And while I have a lot of stuff to put on eBay or Amazon, so I'm not hurting in that for stuff to list. So I actually want stuff for the flea market. I am very low on systems, like N64s. I think I sold my last one yesterday. PS2s, I had none yesterday, but because I sold the last one, but I had one that I had to test, and now I have two more. And just stuff, random stuff. So actually, like I said, everything's trade. I'm gonna go through everything I traded, and you'll see what I got. Two PS2s. They should work. They are from my friend that I traded with. They're in relatively good cosmetic condition. And here are the parts. Two controllers. I'm going to basically check everything. Today I think I'm just going to test stuff instead of doing eBay or Amazon. I can do that stuff tomorrow. But two complete system. And I traded him for just an assortment of games. He wanted either for his collection or to sell on Amazon. I got three N64s. And I don't necessarily care if they're in beautiful, pristine condition or if they're a little dirty. One of them I got, though, it has a cracked controller, which I'm not really happy about because it's sharp. So I'm going to talk to him about that, see if he'll switch that out for something else. I think I have one controller right now, so I won't wind up with a controllerless system, which is difficult. It's annoying because they're so difficult to get. So yeah, I'm going to talk to him about that. I'll put it back in his bag and just say, look, so either switch the back to another controller for me or whatever. And I wouldn't even mind if it had a crack in it, but it's part of the crack is sharp. So anyway, and then I got a third N64. And I can't really list all the games I traded or anything like that because, but he mostly takes Marios and anything Mario or Pokemon or whatever. I also got a Slim PS2, and this is mostly complete. I'm missing the AV, but I've got AVs floating around. So, and when I did trade, actually no, it was a controller that I didn't have. But then later on, he found the controller, so actually it's complete. I don't know why I said AV. The AV was right there. And then we traded for just some games, like CDs. I'll sell CDs, and I like Michael Jackson. Someone will buy that for me. Scorpions, that's a pretty cool rock group from the 80s and 90s. And here's another Michael Jackson. So they're worth, like, to me, like $5 for the three. And maybe I paid cash. No, I think I allowed $1 a trade in each. So on those I'll make a little bit of money, like $2. We also traded some AC adapters. Now I can normally just buy these, and you can buy them new online. And they're not really great if you're buying one, but if you buy like 10 at a time, they're cheap. So but I probably traded them like $5 and trade on that. Then I'm not really in love with getting PS2 games lately, but I did take some, and I'm debating I might lot some just to get rid. I have a lot of loose ones, and they really move very slowly. So, but here's what I got: Destroy All Humans, One Giant Step on Mankind. That's a pretty good game, a lot of fun. Juice 2. People like racing games, so anything driving is pretty good. Stunt Race Challenge. I got a Budokai Tenkaichi in the case. Hopefully it'll work. He says he tests his stuff, so but I retest everything because it's like if I didn't check it, and he says if he ever has problems, there's a Onimusha. I got a Crash Nitro card. This might be kind of roughed up, but this is a GameCube game. I won Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Stuff like this is just good for when I again, I might lot some of this because the Tony Hawk Pro Skater is pretty rough to sell. So I might do something where I do like on eBay when things get really dead in a few weeks. I might like take one good game and then lot with a bunch of BS games. And this time of year, you can do all right selling lots of stuff on eBay. I took a Dreamcast game because I don't really have any Dreamcast games right now. So when I find a Dreamcast, I have nothing to give the person when they buy a game. I like to give the person a game so they can go home and play. So I got Crazy Taxi. It's a pretty popular game in the arcades. In terms of, he had some Wii games, but they were mostly BS. So for what I traded, I just took out this Naruto one. And again, it's not easy to sell, but it is fighting. So I can sell that to a kid and who remembers Naruto or likes Naruto. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, these are like $5 games. Tekken 6, which you'd think would be worth more, but it's not. It's like a 5. UFC, people like wrestling. They ask me for time to time. Again, it's like a $5 or $6 game. FIFA 07 and Gears of War. These start on Amazon for like a penny, so or less than $1 for sure. So that's why for me, if I sell them for 4 or 5. You know, it's fine, and I would never list stuff like that on Amazon. I might lot it for eBay, and but no, forget it listing them individually. I also took some loose discs. Most loose discs I put in a binder, and I sell them for $4, 2 for $7, or 3 for $10. And I also give them, like if I have an Xbox 360 to sell, I'll say take a game so they can go home and play. Well, here's the games I got: Blazing Angels. Then I also, some of them were PlayStation 3, Resistance, Fall of Man, Table Tennis. I was being nice when I took that game. Assassin's Creed Revelations, Mass Effect 3, Disc 2. Okay, now I got to talk to him about that. I'll keep that separate. Kane and Lynch, Dead Man. You know, it's like if I'm trading an equivalent trade and he's getting what he wants, I don't like getting crap. The Godfather, the game. It's my fault, though. I didn't double check it, so I'm not mad or anything. Condemned 2, Bloodsport, and PlayStation 3. And I just got to put that in a way that I remember what it is. I'll just get that out of the way for now. All right. Monster Madness, Grave Danger. Looks like a driving game. 2 sealed Shaun White skateboardings. They probably have no value because he was willing to trade them, and he priced them at $5. Shaun White skateboarding. Another sealed Jamie Johnson's Anything with an Engine. Again, people like racing and driving games, so I take them, and I know I'll sell them eventually. And of course, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Fighting games probably has very little value right now. Probably worth about like $5 to $7 at most. And then I took some Nintendo games that I can kind of sell. I don't really know why I took this one. This one isn't an easy sell. I probably was just trying to be nice and round up something. Tetris, that's usually a throw-in when I sell an NES. Sometimes people will buy it. Super Pitfall, not an easy game to sell. But then again, believe it or not, I don't have an easy time selling Nintendo games. You would think people are like, oh my god, I'm only going to sell it for like $3 or $4. Tetris 2, I could probably get at least 5 for this game. And Wing Commander, hopefully it's fun. But I'm very low on common NES Super Nintendo games, so I just wanted something to put on my table in case I get a NES, a Super Nintendo, and trade it. And actually, he told me he has a lot of Super Nintendo systems that he's willing to. Super Nintendos are easier to sell and worth more for parts right now. The power supply, the brick, people are selling on Amazon for $20 and up. So it's not necessarily worth selling a whole unit by itself because it's the problem with shipping. Shipping could be $15. There's no flat rate box or envelope that it fits in. And then you'll get somebody that's just bust your chops. Oh, it has some scratches. Oh, cosmetic problems you didn't notice. You didn't mention this. Blah, blah, blah. What can we do? They want you to give it to them for less, and you end up losing money. Some more of the trades that I did was Disney's Toy Story 2, most likely a common game. A beat-up copy of Aero Fighter's Assault. This I consider a common. When it sells, it sells. And Wave Racer, it's a common. I don't have a lot of commons. For when people buy N64s from me, I say, here, take a game. This way you go home and you try a game. So I just need games that have very little value that are somewhat fun. Then I had this one game that was worth maybe about $80 to $100, I guess, and I figured I'd get about, if I were to sell it on Amazon, I'd get about 75 to 100. Considering fees and stuff like that, I told him I would trade him. He suggested maybe 4 Pokemon games. I guess Pokemon Go games are the least in value right now because he was like, will you trade 4 Pokemon Go? But he said he switched out the batteries. I was like, fine, I don't care. I will get like 20 bucks a piece and that's it, which will total 80. And although they'll take me time to sell. And also, I'm pretty nice because I told him I don't care if they have labels or not. And 2 of the ones he gave me don't have labels. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to like... I do stuff like this. I'm going to draw labels and then put them on, and it's just a cool, fun thing I do from time to time. Maybe one day I'll just show off a bunch of the ones that I've done on games. I only do it for more valuable games right now, and only when I feel like it, because it's just everything's time consuming and I don't have a lot of time. The last thing we had done some trades for was like PlayStation memory cards. These are worthless on Amazon, even though people want them. And at the flea markets, the most I'll sell these for is maybe 4 or 5, or sometimes I used to be able to get like 6 or whatever, but mostly 4 or 5. But lately, I just throw them in. I say, here's a system. I'll give you a memory card. This way you can go home and play a game and you have memory. So I got a 1, 2, 3 black ones. I got a yellow one. I got a blue one. And I got this thing, this Mad Catz one. And like I said, I don't sell them too often, but it's a throw-in, and it makes the sale easier on a PlayStation 2. And I don't even... PlayStation 2s are hard to sell as it is anyway, but I like having them. People want them. This stuff here is stuff that I had put, and he was like he didn't need it anymore, so I got it back. But there's nothing here that I got upset about. Grand Theft Auto, a Dig Dug 2, I guess it's worth about $8. Rugrats, Search for Reptar, and this one didn't work. This one I have to like retest or polish or throw away or save the case. Finally, one of the things I traded for was not with that person that I was talking about. There were these kids, and they wanted a Nintendo 64 really badly, but they wanted to trade me this for a Nintendo 64. Now I sell a Nintendo 64 for like 30 bucks. This I sell for 20 to 25. So they kept pestering me and bugging me. I said, look, I'll take this. And I mean, look, this. What is this, right? And I don't even use these anymore. I'm going to give this to my friend. I said, I'll do you the trade. And they threw me an extra $5, and the deal was done. This is a break-even thing for me. And these are a little bit harder to sell, but as you can see, I just got 3 Nintendo 64s, so I don't care.